Good morning friends, welcome back. This is the last video on Spurgear design. We have already seen type 1 problems where number of teeth are given, or type 2 problems where diameters are given. There is two other varieties where we don't have either number of teeth or diameters is one type, that is called type 3, neither number of teeth nor pitch diameters given. And type 4, all the data given. Sometimes he'll ask you to find out for this gear and this data what is the power the gear pair can transmit. So these two types we will just discuss generally, not much different than what we have done earlier. In type 3 problem, to start with, the power transmitted is given, speeds are given, materials will be given, or we will select the material. We don't find number of teeth or we don't find the diameter. So it's not classified as type 1 or type 2. So what we should do, we permanently assume Z1 is 20 teeth. Z1 is 20 teeth, you take it permanently as if given and proceed the problem like type 1 problem. In type 2 we don't take permanently Z1. In type 2 we temporarily take Z1, Z2 only to decide the weaker member, because we don't have Y1, Y2 without Z1, Z2. Whereas in type 1 Z1, Z2 are given, we could do directly. In type 3 neither this nor that is given. We have to convert this problem either to type 1 or type 2. It is easy for us to convert this to type 1 by assuming number of teeth as 20 permanently, and remaining things you can continue as type 1 problem. Coming to the type 4, where we have to find the power capacity, you would have given all the data for us. As usual, first step is to find out whether which is weaker member, whether pinion is weaker or gear is weaker. By putting the capacity table here, we find out sigma 01 y1, sigma 02 y2. We have to find out y1, y2 first, then put this table, see which is weaker. Once you know the pinion is weaker or gear is weaker, find out the tangential tooth load as per Lewis equation for tangential tooth load Ft sigma 0 by pkv 23-93 equation, which we have already used earlier. This is calculated for the weaker member. All the values are given, face width given, pitch is given, module given, diameter is given. So we can easily find out what is the load the gear can withstand. Then we go to the torque equation, from where we calculate Ft. Ft is torque by radius. In this Ft value, we take it from already calculated Ft value, we substitute here and find out how much power it can transmit. Earlier, knowing the Ft, we were calculating the module. Now knowing the Lewis equation Ft, always take the Lewis equation Ft for the weaker member. Substitute in this equation for the power capacity. This Ft was calculated earlier. P is the power to be transmitted, power that should be transmitted. Cs is service factor. Unless otherwise specified, we take Cs as 1.5, and N and R depends on whether pinion weak or gear is weak. We use N1 and R1 for the pinion design, N2, R2 for the gear design, and find out how much power it can transmit. This is from the strength point of view. Sometimes he will ask you, depending on the dynamic load and wear load capacity, what power it can transmit. In such case, we have to find out first what is the wear resistance capacity of the gear. This is given by D1 BQK. This equation is 23-160 equation we have already used earlier for wear resistance of the given material, given size of the gear, and Q and K. K depends on the hardness we select from the table. So we find out the Fw value substituting this. Then we go to dynamic load, equate this Fw to the dynamic load Fd. Fd has got a big equation which consists of Ft, B, C and all those things. So in that you have to find out the tangential tooth load Ft. Earlier from the Lewis equation we found out Ft for the first type where we found the power. The second type, if you have to find out the power capacity from the dynamic and wear resistance criteria, we first find Fw, then equate that to Fd, then find Ft by solving the equation. Then that Ft is used in this regular equation, find the power. So power can be asked to calculate from the strength point of view, in which case we find out the Lewis equation Ft, substitute in our regular Ft equation, find the power. If you have to find the power capacity from the dynamic and wear load capacity, first find out the wear load, then equate that to dynamic load in terms of Ft, solve for the tangential tooth load capacity Ft, then from the Ft equation, from this Ft equation we find the power capacity. These are the two types. They may ask sometimes neither type 1 or type 2, and we have to solve the problems. Thank you very much. This is the end of the Spur gear. There are 7 videos we have done so far. Please go through one after the other.